Offense started.
Games and also all the
lowest number they've had on three-point attempts is 52.
Dort contorts, spin three. And Adams forcefully. We're seeing some cheap fouls here.
Right. Well, this is always Tucker for the Thunder. He was certainly looking for some kind of seam to get to the basket.
As Westbrook got to the rim and scores with the left hand.
Those extra possessions that wear you out when you play good defense.
All to the free throw line. Another offensive rebound for Adams. He had a handful of those, and how about the finish there? Time stood up by SGA. And a little stutter step to the rim, and somehow got it to drop.
Get a nice little touch. We call that English, folks.
And Covington picks up where he left off.
In the series, it has been terrific in Dennis Schroeder.
Force pass inside. Gallinari muscles it up in all kinds of traffic. Hit the deck, didn't matter. Banked it in.
And that's his toughest shot, and he makes it.
You are absolutely right. And Harden got tripped on his way to the rim. Somehow
was in, but unfortunately they wouldn't let him in the ball game. So
threes on step backs. Something that you see a lot from Harden. His house slicing on the back door. Catches, but turns it over. That was one of your keys, Mike. Tucker catches, launches, and connects. The Rockets run here in the first quarter. 8 in a row by Houston. Adams outside. Gallinari had a tough one go down, and he sees that three drop in. And that
both gambler part of the game having a short memory.
And Harden quickly back the other way. And we'll take another timeout as Adams took an elbow to the ribs. So we'll step aside. Now a word from our community partner.
He took a cheap shot from James Harden, and the officials just didn't see it. And you know, a lot of guys have been tossed in this series for plays like that.
And all of a sudden, Gallinari
goes 1 for 2. Hoping that's something they certainly clean up, or at least balance out. There's another mid-range he was supposed to be to get that rebound. Long shot, long rebound.
Paul goes right by his former teammate, got to the rim. And Schroeder probing, got to his spot, and he converts.
As you go on a nice little 6-0 run, give yourself a little 3-point cushion here as it's tied up.
As Westbrook looking for some open floor space, and he gets to the rim.
Build out your defense. Certainly a strong point of his.
SGA sees some daylight into games. So many good series, including this one, as it is Covington released.
Take care of the basketball. That's something that the Rockets have been able to garner some unexpected points from.
And so the Thunder go back on top as Westbrook right back down the floor. 3, getting some critical minutes here with Lou Dort on the bench with those 3 personal fouls. Billy Donovan having to dig into his bench a little deeper. Now Gordon driving, floats, and got it up over.
I like that you're making him work. I mean, he's got to work that hard just to get 2 points. Chris Paul works a little bit less to get 2 points. Or that through the seeding games, Billy Donovan decided, what, I need to figure out how to get him into the rotation.
Westbrook blows right by Ferguson. That'll be an and 1. As he's touching with the left hand, so it's been Westbrook here in this game 6. As Ferguson gets ticketed with putting up important minutes for Billy Donovan. So reliable off the bench. Another block inside. Schroeder, and he just blows right by him.
Northern Ireland, when I say Polaroid picture. Okay, you probably don't know what that is.
In, too strong. Has been denied inside as Paul knifing his way down the lane. As this Rockets defense a little off balance, and it sets up Adams down low. Who scored? Boy, that was good action on the offensive end. Tucker, a transition corner 3, and he's got himself another one. Is that one City's favor? And he's a big part of that.
And, you know, he does so many wonderful things on the floor. Shea lines up a 3 ball and gets.
Well, the Thunder defense here in this first half has been excellent with the rotations. Nothing for the Rockets coming easily. That's a rare open. Continues to tee it up from downtown to no avail. As Harden slashing to the rim, man, that's 5.
Under roster has found a great mentor in Chris Paul, who is more like a brother to him. And during this NBA restart, we've seen a glimpse into the bright future ahead of Darius as he develops in this league.
And also the example that is set on the young guys. So one of the reasons why Darius Bazley was there. Going back to that last play, how about the grown man move? which goes to the quickness that the Thunder are operating on the offensive end. SGA again, nice blow by, left hand, scoops it up, and he had a little English on that one to get it up on his range. House one-on-one with Schroeder, and he scoops and scores.
About the ones you want to avoid as it gets the Rockets in those fast break situations.
Gallinari, top fadeaway. Every time that the Thunder would get a bucket, Houston would come right back down and take a quick shot, and Gallinari is starting to feel it here in the first half. He's at work on the offensive glass.
Oh, yeah, I tell you, that's just great effort. Great effort and great energy by Steven Adams. Just to keep that ball alive. Gave Schroeder another attempt at a three-point shot.
Harden somehow finished.
To the free throw line a lot. How about number one in the NBA, folks? Over 11 a game.
Those bows were getting above the chest, too. Harden here spins.
Point mark in the first 5 games.
Schroeder trying to get a full head of steam, floats it up and in. That ties it at 48. So the Rockets move quickly. Gordon off balance three, good if it goes. And Gordon sticks it. Team 21%. From a tough shooting in game 5. Covington still feeling it from downtown. Three-point line, he's very decisive. SGA outside, Gallinari, catch fire three, that is good.
On that offensive rebound anyway by Steven Adams at 14. The foul by Russ just puts it right back at 14.
SGA trying to turn the corner. Gallinari again, got the flyby, three on the way is good. Harden has been quiet thus far in the second half. A lot of steps there. Still got the last 9 for the Thunder offensively. Well, you knew that he just was not going to be quiet. He just shoots it right over the
one-on-one coverage between a 6'5" guy and a 6'10" guy.
Harden passes up the three, sets it up for House, who had a wide open look.
First 2 rotations, and that third rotation just wasn't there.
Paul thought he got bumped and puts it up. Don't miss out on your chance to become a season ticket member 2000. Such good back and forth basketball here, and Paul gives OKC the.
That was a lot of contact in the open court.
And boy, House on that slit pass from Harden, they're going to call goal. And so House gets credit for the bucket. Yeah, on there on the rim.
Always going to point shooting series in the seeding games.
He can knock it down. The coaching staff, Chris Paul, continues to encourage him to shoot. You know, James Harden's going to keep shooting, and he's got himself a three.
And that's 4 fouls right there on Shea as well.
And Harden again turns the corner and gets up to the rim.
Now, at some point in time now, the Rockets offense is sputtering a little bit too. Just try to get a bucket. Going to the basket, make something happen. That's a tough shot. And he ends up getting it down.
That is crucial in this pace and space offense that the Thunder is trying to run.
2 minutes.
These two teams have combined for 13 turnovers. But Dort, more than just a catch shooter like he was, and right there on cue, this time he gets one to go. Move slightly ahead of the Rockets here. Paul trying to size up Green. Beautiful pass down low. Paisley back outside. Dort trying to make it 2 in a row, and does. And you remember the post game just saying, hey, it was just one game. We know you're capable of making those shots, even though they haven't been falling throughout the series.
And you know, confidence is everything. And certainly his teammates believe in him.
Green strokes a three. Baseline.
Yeah, and he had picked up his dribble.
Schroeder quickly back with that. Harden on the bench for the Rockets. So the Thunder trying to tilt this game. And Paul with a step back strokes a jumper.
And with 20 turnovers.
All those coming in the third. Paul sees another one. 3-4 feet behind the tape. Westbrook trying to get by Dort. Got to the rim. Count on a foul. Boy, and that Thunder defense was backpedaling. It's a lot of determination there from Russell Westbrook.
With the best. outrun the entire team down the floor. Just his second game back after being out for the first 4 with that quad injury.
And Baisley. Tucker up top to Covington. Slices down low and scores.
Next guy's at 15 points, and that's Westbrook.
Baisley over to an open shooter. It's Paul who got the 3. Great try. Harden to Gordon. Catches, shoots. Can't get the bounce. Offensive rebound. Covington banks it in. That's a big putback by a couple of chances there. Gordon, the drive, the kick. Tucker squares up and connects.
Says it all. That's how I'm looking too. But you know, you got to find a way to get that back.
Just enough of a grimace as Covington gets another 3. Play the majority of this fourth quarter. SGA getting pressured, hounded by Tucker out on the perimeter. Series of hesitations. Over to Dort, takes a bump and a foul that'll earn him free.
You're defending the Rockets, you're turning them over, you're not allowing them to get to the free throw line, and you're scoring buckets. That's the de facto. That's just a tough shot.
Call is an offensive foul.
And that looks really good.
And that's going to stand.
Tucker was in really good position.
Thunder in the bonus for the remainder of this one. No more fouls to give as Paul steps into the 3 and knocks it. Gallinari with 3 critical minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. Covington all over Paul, trying to tie it up on that tough step back jumper. Counted from 3. Pops out to Gordon. The Thunder had a 2-on-1. Westbrook down the lane. He gets so 2 free throws here for Chris Paul to give Oklahoma City the lead, and that on. 1 more free throw for Paul, and he knocks them both down. Cool. And this one to seal it, and he does. Harden quickly catches, and it's off back iron, and we are headed to a 7th game in the series.